What's up, fam? Shut the fuck up! Every time I try to do a video, these macho guys that are trying to pick me up, they see a cute man like me and they rev their engines up because you know what I'm saying, look at me. No, I'm just joking. I have one cigarette left, and cigarette is the only drug I've been doing this entire week. And fuck, this week has fucking sucked goddamn dick, bro. I've mentioned a few times I'm addicted to kratom, and my kratom addiction led me to 7-0H. And I want to say I've been doing kratom for the last 3 or 4 years. I've been doing 7-0H for the last 6 months. So I first started doing kratom back in 2013, the first time I got sober, when I was 25 years old, and I had 5 years of sobriety, 5 years of true sobriety. I was working at a treatment center, living in a sober house, going to meetings every day, sponsoring guys, doing the deal. I did that for 5 years, and at the end of that 5 years, I got really burned out on AA. My whole life was consumed with AA. I was going to college to be a counselor, and I'd been going to college full time. I was running a sober house. I was working at a treatment center, and I was sponsoring guys. And I had a sponsor that made me do nightlies every night, and literally my life 24/7 for 5 years straight was AA, and it worked really well with me. And honestly, that was the most beautiful years of my life, bro. I had a girlfriend, and she had a little boy, and I was deeply, madly in love with both of them. And it kind of makes me want to go back to those days a lot, man. It kind of makes me want to, stop the bullshit I'm doing right now, and I go to meetings. I was at a meeting last night. I'm not working a program. I go to meetings, but it makes me want to start working a program again so I can get back to that happiness, man, because this 7-0-8 shit will literally make you want to put a fucking bullet in your head, bro. I've just never felt this much depression and anxiety and fear, bro. I'm not Andrew right now, man. This ain't who I am, bro. I gotta get the fuck off this shit, bro. And I haven't done it at all this week, and I've been crying every day, bro. And I've just been so goddamn emotional and angry and full of fear, bro. And I have some legit reasons to feel fear. I got 2 family members that are not doing well, man. And I can't go back to rehab because of what they're that sounds like an excuse, but my family's not doing well right now, and I got to be on point for my family, man. And I use kratom to be on point because, man, like, when I'm on kratom, I don't use meth, man. And when I'm off meth, my life goes pretty well. I can handle my life on kratom. I can't handle my life on meth, you know what I mean? And kratom has been a great substitute for many years, bro. It was cheap, and it kept me straight for a long time, man. But eventually, like, I got this job where I'm working with my hands a lot, and I'm doing a lot of, like, machine operating, and I'm doing a lot of things I've never done before, and it pays very well, and there's kind of a lot of pressure on this job. So, like, fuck, man, I kind of use that as an excuse to, like, use 7-0H, man, because, like, when I'm at that job, I get really stressed out, and there's a lot of pressure, and 7-0H really knocks that fucking edge off. And I gotta go in, at 3 a.m. in the morning, and sometimes I don't get off until 7 or 8 at night, and on nights like that where you're just doing monotonous machine work for like 13, 14 hours straight, like, 7-OH is a pretty good drug for that, you know, and it keeps me off meth, number one, man. And it makes me sad that a lot of these places are banning it, because I feel like a lot of people that can't get 7-OH anymore are going to go back to fentanyl and meth, and their lives are going to be way worse than it was, and that makes me sad. But I also can't lie and say that my life's really great on 7-OH either. I know that my life would just be better without any drugs, you know? So this video is called what's it like to be addicted to 7-OH and kratom. And it like any drug, man, it starts off beautifully. When I first started doing kratom, my depression went away and my anxiety went away. So when those two things go away, I'm able to connect with people again. I'm able to live a happy life again. And fuck, I really kind of owed all that to kratom for a little while, man. I really did. And fuck, I kind of thought I found this miracle drug, man. But there were some problems with kratom too. So at the time, I was dating a woman that lived in another country, but she would come see me a lot. And anytime she came to see me, I was so madly in love with this woman, and I didn't want to disrespect her by taking drugs around her, because she expected me to be sober. So whenever she would come see me, I wouldn't take kratom. I wouldn't bring it with me out of respect, and I just wanted to be sober and present with her. And when she would come, man, like I remember the very first night we stayed, you know, like we slept with each other, and she was kind of mad at me that night because I kept kicking, and fucking my arms were flailing and my legs were kicking in bed. And I remember that I didn't sleep the entire night, and I kept waking her up, kicking her and shit, and it was pissing her off, man. You know what I mean? And I remember that morning she's like, I didn't sleep. She was so mad at me, like, I didn't sleep all night, you kept fucking kicking me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't sleep either. Like, I feel like shit. I think I'm sick. And I didn't put it together at that time that I was sick, because I wasn't taking kratom. I just thought I was sick. Like, I just thought I was naturally sick. And so, like, I stayed in bed all day, and like, this woman was the love of my life, bro. And we only got to see each other 2 weeks out of the year. So like, I'm gonna, like, you know, that little bit of time we get to spend with each other, I'm gonna fucking waste it in bed because I'm sick, because I'm not taking my drug. You know what I mean? That's so fucking lame, bro. And I really regret the fuck out of that, bro. I like, man, I feel like if I was just myself and not taking that drug, we could have had a better connection and a better time with each other, you know. And like, she's not with me anymore, and it has a lot to do with that, man, because I couldn't be the person she needed me to be, man. And so anyways, like, that was the first time I felt kratom withdrawal. And I would fucking, you know, she would stay for a couple of weeks, and after like the first week I would be back to normal. So like, the whole first week I'd be sick, and it kind of sucked, but then the last week together I was back to my normal self, and it was beautiful and it was amazing again. You know what I mean? But that just shows me, man, like, I don't need that. I really don't need that shit. I'm a better person without it, bro. I'm a much better person without that stuff. I quit cigarettes for like a few years, but now that I ain't taking 7, I'm not smoking weed, I'm not drinking, I'm not doing anything, man. So I'm fucking smoking a goddamn cigarette, cause fuck, bro, I need something. Shit. But anyways, so that was the first time I experienced kratom withdrawal. And the thing with kratom withdrawal is, like, you don't sleep, and your arms fucking shake all night, and you kick all night, and you sweat, and you feel like you have the flu. But that's not like the end of the world. Like, that's tolerable. You know, I was still able to go do shit the next day. I was still able to eat. I was still able to be somewhat functional, you know. But dude, this 7-OH withdrawal, fuck, man. I've been an alcoholic and a tweaker my whole life, so I've experienced alcohol withdrawal, but I went to rehab when I experienced alcohol withdrawal, and they gave me Librium, and they gave me all these kind of meds, and I just slept for like a week, and then I went to treatment, and literally my alcohol withdrawal wasn't that bad. And then meth withdrawal is literally just, you just crave meth, and you sleep for a long time. But that's not too bad either. I've never experienced opiate withdrawal before, man, and I worked at a rehab. And we would have guys kicking Suboxone, kicking methadone, kicking heroin, kicking fentanyl at our treatment center, and literally those guys would stay up. I swear to fucking God, they'd have a 30-day stay at our treatment center, and I worked the overnight shift at the treatment center. So I would see these guys stay up all night. I would just go outside with them and smoke cigarettes with them, talk with them, and they would just be like this all night long. Yo, Andrew, I haven't been to sleep in 2 weeks, man. This shit ain't right, bro. Like, I think I need to go score some dope so I can go to sleep. And I'd be like, no, bro, you need to stay here. You know what I mean? And honestly, to be honest, like, I would sleep on my shifts overnight. So they kind of annoy me because I wouldn't be able to go to sleep because I'd have to stay up with them all night. And then, I'm just being honest, but they kind of annoy me. And I didn't really have the empathy for these guys, what they were going through. But now that I'm going through it right now, bro, fuck, man, opiate withdrawal is just it's so sad, man. It really fucking sucks, bro. And man, that's the thing, man. If you take 7-OH, it doesn't take a whole lot for you to get physically addicted. I feel like after the second or third time I took it, I was getting withdrawals from it, and it was so weird, man. So I remember, like, the first week I got on it, and I was going to work where I work at, you know, and I would take it all through my shift, and everything would be good, but, like, I don't have a car, so I ride a bicycle home. I ride my bicycle, it takes me an hour to get home, you know what I'm saying? And so I'd stop taking the 7-OH at the end of my shift, and I'd ride my bicycle home at the end of the night. And that bicycle ride, bro, would be so fucking painful, lonely, sad, depressing. Like, almost like when you're coming down off meth and you're just super depressed and bummed out about everything. That's how I'd feel at the end of my shift after taking 7-OH, like, all through the shift. Bro, I would get off work and I would just get in my head about, like, all my interactions I had at work. And I'm like, oh, I didn't handle that well. Oh, that person hates me. Oh, this person expects me to be a better worker and I'm not that worker. And I would get super in my head and just fucking the fear, man. Just be consumed with fear. I'd start thinking about my sick family members, and I'd start thinking about this breakup I just went through, and, like, literally my head would just be consumed with problems and fear. And that's from the 7, bro. That doesn't normally happen to me, man. And right now that I'm kicking it, bro, like, fuck, man. All I can think about is how big of a piece of shit I am, and how I'm letting all my family down. And, like, I'm really not, bro. My family's proud of me. I talked to them for like 2 hours last night on the phone, you know what I'm saying? And that's so cool, bro, because we've never had a relationship before, and we have one now, bro, and it's so fucking sick, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lose it because of this dumbass drug, bro. I'm gonna go see my family in a month, bro. And so that's why I'm kicking 7 right now. I'm gonna go see my family in a month, and I'm not gonna bring any kratom or 7 there, dude. And I don't want to be in withdrawal when I go see my family. So I'm kicking right now before I go see them, and that's what's motivating me to get off this shit. So I'm not addicted to it when I go see them, because I'm gonna go see them for like a week, and I don't want to be withdrawing while I'm over there. So I'm withdrawing now, so I'm good when I go over there. So fuck, man. Anyways, it sucks being addicted to this shit. I'm going through it right now, guys, and pray for me. Fuck.